Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ruth, and in this video I'll be showing you how to make this beautiful dress with gather by the side and a very beautiful sleeve. Now this dress, it doesn't have that, so I'll be showing you how to properly draft this gown with that it will fit very well without that. Kindly watch to the end. So this is our fabric that I'll be using. So I use about 3 yards of crepe and 1.5 yard of this lace. So I'll begin with my drafting. I mark out my chest line and my half length, which is 13. Then from the half length I mark out my hip line. This is 8 inches. So this is for a small size. So I'll connect my lines. So after connecting this, the next thing is to connect from my shoulder measurement to my chest line. So after that, I'll divide my bust into 4 and mark. So the person bust is 30. I'll divide it into 4 and mark. Then also do the same for the waist. Remember, we are not adding that. Then also mark my hip line. So I also mark the hip measurement on the hem line. Since the gown will not be fitted on the down part, it will have gather. So after that, I connected my lines with my ruler. So for the neck we are using for this dress is a Queen Anne neckline. So you see how I'm going to draft it. So I used 3 inches for the wideness. Then from the chest line I just went up by 2.5 inches. So you can go up depending on how covered or come down depending on how open you want your neckline to be. So I go ahead and connect my 1 inch for my shoulder slope. Then connected my armhole. So after that I'll be forming the neckline. So for this neckline you can try to use any neckline of your choice. So for this one, like I said, I'll be using the Queen Anne neckline. So to connect the sweetheart neckline, there is a sweetheart part. So I'll just come down by 1 inch. Are you seeing? Then I'll connect. I hope you understand. So this is one of the easier way to do this type of neck. So since we are not using the square neck, I'll just go ahead and clean it, then use my marker to connect it back. I hope you understand. So after that, for the gather, so depending on where you want your gather to start, for mine here I'll be coming down from the waistline by 2 inches. Then for this the center part I'll be using her bust span measurement, so which is 6 inches. So you can use yours depending on how wide you want it to be. I hope you understand. So I'll just go ahead and mark it, then connect from that waistline. Just make a neat curve there and connect. So some persons can also make this curve. You can decide not to make it this curve. You can use straight, any shape that you want. You can make it just like slant it from the waistline to the bust span measurement. So just do whatever you want. So remember, I'll be adding yoke to this dress. So I just go ahead and connected my yoke. So that's it for the front. So for the back part, I'll just go ahead and mark my zip. So in this part here, please, you need to pay attention so that you see the way I drafted this gown without that, and it's going to sit properly, no zip bulge. So you see how I did it. So after marking my zip allowance, I'll just go ahead and put in my necessary measurements. I use in my chest line 7.5. I'll go ahead and mark out my half length. I use in mark my hip line and the full length of the gown. So after that I'll just go ahead and connect. So here I also divided my shoulder into two. I use in mark it, then also mark on my chest line, then connect. So I'll just divide my bust into four. I use in, then I mark. And also my waistline, I'll divide it into four and mark. Remember I said note that. So you're going to see how I'll connect, how I'll draft this back. So I'll just connect my lines. So for the neckline, I'll just be using, the back will be a bit high. So I just mark 3.5 by 1.5. So you can do the neck whatever style that you want. I hope you understand. So I'll just go ahead and connect my back neckline. So there'll be yoke at the back. I'll just go up from the chest line and mark. The yoke will just be straight for the back side. Then I'll go ahead and go in by half inch and connect my armhole. So we have gotten to the main part of this back. So from that your waistline, just connect it straight. Are you seeing? Then go in by half inch, connect to the upper part. Are you seeing? Just watch what I'm doing. Then you also connect to your hip line. So this one here will eliminate any bulge at the back. Now, see what I'm doing? See, also come down. Just look what I'm doing. Connect with half inch on both sides. Are you seeing? Slant it to the side. This way, with or without zip at the back of this dress, it will just relax very, very well. I hope you understand. So we are just going to cut it out. So just watch what I'm doing. So I'll go ahead and cut out the front parts first, because I'll be using the side to also cut out the back side. So just watch what I'm doing here. So for the back part, I'll go ahead and cut out this part first. Are you seeing? So after cutting that part, I'll go ahead and cut this other one, then close it up. Are you seeing? Also just close it up. There will be no zip bulge. So please, this part that I've cut out first, remember to replace it on your own. I forgot to replace it. So while drafting yours, please remember to replace the half inch by the side, that is the waistline back, so you not have shortage. So I corrected this while I was sewing my own. So are you seeing? So since the side will be the same, like the front side will also be the same measurement to the back, so I'll just use out that side to trace out the back on, like the back bodies. I hope you understand. So I'll just go ahead and cut it out. So I'll be cutting it out now. I won't be cutting the side. I just add a half inch on the neckline and on the armhole. So by the side I'll be using 1.5 for sewing allowance, then half inch on this part. So after that I'll add my folding allowance. I didn't add it while drafting on the paper. So after adding my allowance, I'll now cut it out. So after cutting it out, I'll now go ahead and measure where I want my gather to stop. So that way while sewing, I will make sure that the gather will not pass this particular part here, then I will notch it. I also cut out I've added allowance on the back side too. Then I'll go ahead to cut it out. So after cutting it out, I'll see also mark where I want my gather to stop at the back side. I'll be using the same measurements with the front part. So the next thing is to cut out the gather for the side. So the pieces that I cut out for the front and back, you can go ahead and join the two sides. This side I use my marker to highlight. That's where I'll be using for the side. I hope you understand. So that's the side of our gown. So I'll just go ahead and close it up. Then I'll do slash and spread here, so we'll be able to get our gather. Now this is one way to get your fullness. Now since the front and back gather is the same thing, you can decide to use it like this, or you just use only one side. It's the same thing. So that's why once you use only one side, you'll be folding your fabric. That is, you fold it into two, then to cut it out. I hope you understand. So I'll just be showing you how to use just only one side, then I'll go ahead and label it so that I will not make mistake. Then I'll cut it out. So this is we'll be using the same crepe to do the gather. So my fabric is on fold. Just see the way I fold it is on fold. So I'll be using this. Are you saying it's on fold like this? So I'll now go ahead and place my paper that I've cut out. You see, so this place that is on fold, that's where the side of the gown will be. So that's where I place my that place that I marked out to indicate the side. So before then, I'll just go ahead and mark out the straight line. So that way I'll just use my paper to follow that pattern, so that while cutting my gather, it looks very straight. Just watch what I'm doing. So for this part here, it's not much that you cut it only three. You can cut it more than three, space it however you want, depending on how full you want it. Then you just go ahead and pin it. Then after pinning, just go ahead and mark, follow that line and trace it out. So after tracing it out, I'll now add my folding allowance. Just watch and see. So I'll cut it out. So this is for one side. So I'll now use this one that I've cut out to cut out for the other side. So you know the pleat is on both sides. So I'll just use this one. Then make sure to notch the center. So I've cut out the two. So this is what the gather will look like after you are done with it. So I'll be cutting the yoke. So I fold my fabric on fold to cut out the yoke. That's because I don't want to use line. I don't want it to be just single. So I also do the same thing for the other side. So I also do the same thing for the back side too. So you just add half-inch round for your sewing. So the next thing I'll be doing is to cut out the sleeve for this gown. So I'll be showing you the sleeve will be cutting on the screen so that you see it. So I'll mark out the length of the sleeve. I've removed the flare part, so just mark to my elbow the length. So I'll mark around sleeve there and add my sewing allowance. So we'll be cutting the flare part of this sleeve, and this sleeve is 90-degree flare. It's not that too big. That is half of 180 flare. That is the flare we'll be cutting. So the formula I'll be using is circumference divide 1.57. Whatever your round sleeve is, divide 1.57. So our round sleeve is 9. I added 2 inches for, that is to join the side as sewing allowance. That will give me 11. So 11 divide 1.57, it will now give us 7 inches. I hope you understand. So you just carefully watch this video so that you understand the calculation. So give us 7 inches. Now her length of the sleeve, this full length of her sleeve is 22 minus 11 for the basic sleeve before the flay. That's 11. So I will now add 11 to that 7 inches plus 1 inch to fold it down. It will now give us 19. So that 19, that's what we'll be using to fold the length of our fabric. So this is how I fold it, then I refold it again. So I'll be cutting the two sleeve once. I hope you understand. So you can replay this video so that you understand properly. So I just go ahead and mark my 7 inches. Are you seeing? Round. That will serve as my radius. That's 7 inches. Are you seeing? Then from that 7, I'll mark the length of my fillet 11, then 1 inch for folding it down. So that's just it. So that's how to cut your 90-degree fillet. So that's how the sleeve is. So this is it for the sleeve. So this is what it will look like. Are you seeing? It's not that too fillet. So I went ahead to cut out facing for the front and the back. So start sewing the dress. I'll first of all sew my yoke with half an inch on the neckline. I will not be doing that on the front because I cut it on fold already. After sewing, I'll now go ahead and place my front yoke on the front part of the dress and use my pin to secure. Then use my facing. I'll now place my facing on top. Just go ahead and sew half an inch and show you. So I'll also be doing the same thing on the back neckline too. I'll place the yoke, then cover it up with the facing and sew with half inch. So just watch and see how I'm going to do it. So this is what it looks like after sewing. So I've ironed it properly, and I'll go ahead and join my zipper allowance with the inches that I added. Are you seeing? Iron it properly. So the next thing I'll be doing is to join my front and back together. So first of all, join my shoulder. Are you seeing? Arrange it properly. Place my shoulder this way and sew half an inch. Are you seeing? So after that, I'll show you what it looks like. So this is it after I was done joining my shoulder. The next thing will be to sew the sleeve. So remember we cut basic sleeve and a 90-degree flay. So that's how the sleeve will look. So I'll just go ahead and fold the down part this way, then join it to the upper part. So this is the sleeve after I was done folding and joining it together. Then I iron it properly. Iron it. So the next will be to fix the sleeve on the dress. Are you seeing? So the center part of the sleeve, I'll just place it on the center part of my shoulder, then sew it half inch to one side, then half inch on the other side too. I hope you understand. So I'll show you after sewing. So this is what it looks like after joining my sleeve. So always iron as you're sewing. The next thing will be to shape this dress. So remember we added 1.5 inches allowance to this dress. I'll just go ahead and mark out the 1.5 inches on both sides. I will also use my round sleeve measurement to shape the sleeve part. So after that, I was confirming if the measurement was okay. So always do that after marking your sewing allowance. so it was okay. So I went ahead to mark on the sleeve. My sleeve was 9 on the elbow area, so I just go ahead and connect it like this. So after connecting, I'll just go ahead and sew. So after sewing, this is what it looks like. So I'll go to the sewing machine and sew my gather. So I'll just make everything, just go ahead and make a running stitch this way and do my gather. So after doing sewing the gather, I just go ahead and fix it to the side. So remember the gather is on the side. I'll just, are you seeing, just watch what I'm doing. So I'll fold the fabric into two, that is the gather part. Then I'll mark out the center part. I'll now place it on the side of the gown. So I'll just go ahead and use my pin to secure it. Secure it all the way around with your pin so that it will not shift. So if you pin on the center, make sure to start pinning from the down part. So that way, if you have any excess, you can just do the guard, just pleat it on the side. Just add it to the side pleat. So after you're done sewing, this is what it looks like. I went ahead to give it a proper ironing so it will relax very well. I hope this video helps you. Kindly subscribe and don't forget to share this video and leave a comment on this video. So just look at the finishing. I just went ahead to fold the hemline too. So after you're done with that, remember there is a rope on the neckline here. So just go ahead and cut out, are you seeing, just 1.5 inches. Then the length, you can just do it how long you want it. So I'll go ahead and cut. So after cutting, this is it. So you can decide to fold it this way, are you seeing? Then you sew half inch, then half inch, then turn it. Use your loop turner to turn it, or you fold it this way. So either way, just make sure you do it neatly. I hope you understand. So after I done sewing, this is what it looks like. Then I'll arrange it, then use my hand needle to secure it on the dress. So that's it for this one. So make sure you secure it very well so that it will not pull out.